Hi, Jackie.
Thank you for letting me speak tonight. My mind is literally all over the place today. Even right now, I have no idea where my purse is. I think it might still be out there. So, please bear with me today. Okay. So I like to start with the tradition and then do the step. And in my mind, I always kind of view like the steps are our guide, our personal journey through sobriety, and then the traditions are to protect our group. And for me, this group is 100%. Oh, thank you. See? I'm nuts. And so the traditions protect our group is how I see it. And for me, this group, like this particular women's meeting, is why I'm sober. I started coming here and I maintain my sobriety. Now I'm a year and a half sober. So the traditions really are very important to me because I'm obsessed with this group. Okay, so tradition 9, AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. So yes, we have like our business meeting and committees, whatever, but we have them to serve this group. Ought never be organized, which is crazy. Because think about it, like there's millions of people in AA. So it's kind of nuts to think that it's like written here that it ought not to be organized. But I think what's so beautiful about AA is that it's based on spirituality. It's a spiritual program. It's about humility and being there for others. And if it was organized, with being organized comes power and control. And then, you bring money into that, then you have a hierarchy of people. And I think of my work, like there are definitely people who are in control of me, right? There's a hierarchy. There are people that have offices, and I've got my cute little cubicle. It's very well decorated. I don't think I could come to AA if I felt any sort of hierarchy. And when I come to AA, like my favorite memories are newcomers. Like they'll say something so amazing. And I have journals of AA, and so many things I hear is newcomers, and I just love that. So I think of it like we are a spiritual group. We remain free, and no one is in control of us, right? Like we are not controlled, which is lovely because so many parts of our lives we are controlled, and so it's kind of a beautiful thing that it's one of like the only groups in the world like that. And so because I love metaphors, I was thinking about it like our group, we are like a wild garden, and how the room itself, and we have structure, we have what we go through, and we have the things that we say every single meeting. But that to me is like the soil is the room itself, and the structure that we do have, but we don't control how anyone grows in this room. There's not one person, and our higher power is like the sunlight, and we get to control how much we grow. I would say the first year, I'm a year and a half sober now, and the first year I struggled when people were like, well, let God in. Mm-hmm. Let God in. How do I do that? Like I literally was like, okay, but like where is he? Like how do I do that? And so when I say like no one controls you in this room, like you decide when you are going to grow and how you want to grow. Some people immediately have a spiritual experience. I finally sort of feel like I found my understanding of it recently. And so you can just come here, you can take what you need to take, you can leave the rest, and no one can control you here. So it's just this beautiful thing. I feel like I wanted to say more. I have all these notes. This is like the chaos of my life. This is how I write. Yeah, I just kind of like this one because it was like, no one can control me. It's my power structure. Yeah, so and I like to think of us as like a little, a wild garden. Okay. So, step 9, which I am actually on right now. And the reason I signed up for step 9 is because I had been waiting on it since fall last year. And so it was the only one left for October, and I thought like, oh my gosh, like here is this magical little God wink that's the only one open, and I've just been waiting on it. So I purposely signed up so that I would have to take some action. Okay, step 9. May direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. So I really got worried about this step because I just went right back to step 4, and I thought there's no way in hell that I am making amends to everyone on my step 4. But I also just started this journey, so I made an amends, for instance, last Friday to someone who wasn't on my step 4. And that was, I feel like an easy, like, gateway drug into doing this. Because this, I didn't have any, like, animosity or there was no, like, I truly just felt bad for what I did to this woman. And so for me, I liked starting with someone that wasn't on my 4 step. And that was last Friday, and when I started writing my letters, it's very hard for me to write something that I would deem is disingenuous. So, like the structure of the 8th and 9th, or writing the letters and then reading them, I can't right now read a letter that I don't fully believe in. And I know a lot of times how people will structure it is they'll end the letter and say something they admire about the person. Like, I'm not at that level with certain people yet, and I'm not going to write a letter where I make something up and read. Like, I can't do that. I have to believe it. And so for me, like, breaking it down into parts, instead of thinking about every single person on my 4 step, I thought about, like, who are the people that I really just want to say sorry to now, like, just want to make amends to now. And the one I did Friday, everything, I had written the letter, but I didn't want to read a letter to her, so I reread it right before she came over. And everything that I said to her, I fully meant, and when I ended it and I said what I admired about her, I fully meant every piece, and it just naturally flowed without, having to read. Not saying that it's bad to do that, but I just really, for myself and for her, wanted it to be genuine, and it went so well. Like, one thing she said to me was, "You did not need to give this apology, but I will accept it because I want you to, like, release yourself from it." And then I'm not gonna cry. Kat is not here, but Kat was so funny last week. She was like, you just cry for no reason. I'm like, there is a reason. She's like, no, there's not always. So I'm not gonna cry. But what she said, what she said to me is what the book says. When she's like, I will accept your apology because I want you to stop thinking about it, to release yourself from it. And so page 83 in the book, it says, so there may be some wrongs that we can never fully right. We don't worry about them if we can honestly say to ourselves that we would right them if we could. And then it talks, I actually love this, this line here. As God's people, we stand on our feet. We don't crawl before anyone. And I just thought that was such an important thing to remember when doing the 9th step is we're not cowering in front of people. We're not putting our tails between our legs. We're owning what we did. And so I owned everything I did. And I wasn't like cowering in front of her. I was saying, this is what I did and I hurt you and it was wrong. And you deserve this amends. But I feel like sometimes when we do sort of cower and apologize, it can basically just be this self-pity. So I think what I found is it really kind of puts us in the driver's seat of, like, the driver's seat of our past, the driver's seat of our emotions. We are in control of our emotions. We're taking control of what we once did. We're not denying it. You know, we're, in a way, it's empowering us because we're saying, we know what we did, and you can only change if you address what you have done to others. Like, you're not ever going to change if you are in denial about it, if you just sit in resentment. And I still have resentments, 100%. But I know that my resentments make me sick. I know that holding on to things make me sick. And the 9 steps that I have done thus far, 2 of which I did have to, like, rip up or burn, whatever. And 2 of those, they were on my 4th step. The first in person I did, she was not on my 4th step. But I did have a part in these that I was so resentful. And I, like, physically felt when I read the letters to my sponsor, I could feel, like, a lift in my body. Like, I could actually, it was so weird. Like, I could feel releasing this anger that I have in me. And I'm not saying it will fully, you know, it's not just like you flip a switch, but I felt a release, like a real, almost like a heavenly release of, like, I do not have to hold on to every single bad memory, I don't have to hold on to all this. I can let this go because, you know, one thing I've learned is, like, all of us in this room, like, a lot of our problems we may not have created. Like, we may not have created all of our own problems, but we did likely have a part in them. And even if we didn't create our own problems, it is our job to fix it. No one's going to fix it but us. It's only us that is going to fix it. And how do we fix it? Well, we take responsibility. We genuinely write letters. We genuinely read them. And yeah, I mean, and freeing yourself from it. Like, freeing yourself from self-pity, freeing yourself from letting the past eat you alive. And I do like, too, how it says, I used to read the book in the bathtub. I like, really see. Yeah. Anyway.
It's relaxing reading it.
So the spiritual life is not a theory, we have to live it. I really, really like that line too, because I think about, like, this all kind of plays into step 9, but it is God working through you when you do the 9th step, because you're allowing God to speak through you in a selfless way. And when I know God now, I know God is not in me when I'm reacting. When I quickly react to things, I know it's completely my will, and I'm a very reactionary person. And when I don't pause, when I'm not present, and God is really in the present. So when I did this 9-step Friday, I enjoyed like listening to her so much. I'm like, I just want to be like, nothing else is happening. It's just you and I were in this moment. I'll remember this moment forever. It's like this priceless gift that I have, that you're allowing me to make my amends, and then you're forgiving me, and then you're telling me to release it. It was just like, it was so beautiful. But I knew God was in that moment because I was in the present moment. And when I'm not in the present moment is when I'm in my head, when I react to things. And when I started writing the letters, I tried to like really think like, what do I truly believe it? Like, what do I truly feel? I would not let myself be distracted because I knew that wouldn't be God then. And so for me, it's just extremely important that my 9 steps are genuine and honest. And like, I've only done 3, so I'm like very early in this process. But so far, it just has felt good to let go of things. And then we can continue onward in the work we have to do. And when we let go of things, we also, when we sponsor women, that's what we're telling women to do. We're telling women to let go, but so much of the time we don't let go of things ourselves, you know. Yeah, so I had just written like, I do find it to be freeing, so one thing I wrote is that everything about AA to me, like everything about AA is about courage and it's about humility. Because like step 1 is like courage, humility. It's all courage and humility. And doing the 9th step, it is so courageous. Like it is so courageous to do the 9th step, and then the humility. It's like one of the most brave things that anyone could do in life, and I do think it is very rewarding. So I don't know if I'm ending that well, but I am very, very happy to be working on this stuff now, and I'm happy to share about it. I'll pass.